Hello. I've just been reading an article in a Canadian paper, I think it's a Canadian paper called The Star, about something. I'll just get to the article as I'm looking at this. Yep. Basically, this is a report about a riot that's erupted in a small Dutch town called Haren, about 185 kilometers north of Amsterdam, over Facebook. And the report goes basically, I'll read out the first paragraph. Thousands of revelers descended on a small Dutch town, sparking a riot after a birthday party invitation posted on Facebook went viral, authorities said Saturday. Prosecutor Hazel Schoof said 34 people were arrested Friday night in the early hours of Saturday morning and would be prosecuted for public order offences. Several people were injured, but none were believed to be seriously hurt. Scum ran amok on our town, said Rob Batts, mayor of Haren. An innocent invitation on Facebook for a party led to serious rioting, destruction, plundering, arson and injuries in the middle of Haren, he said. Okay, so the general I could keep reading there, but it's quite a lengthy report. Basically, and I'll give a link to this report. It sounds like what's happened is a teenage girl had tried to create an event on Facebook for her birthday, and the security settings weren't managed properly, and somehow lots of people found out about this. According to the report, Haren has a population of 18,000 and as many as 3,000 people descended on the town. And I've heard of very similar cases happening before in the UK, in the US and in other countries. And this is basically, there's several thoughts I'd like to come up with in this. First of all, I have enormous sympathy for both the town and the girl who sent the invite. No doubt her birthday was ruined by this, and I'm sure it wasn't her intention for her event to spark off a riot. And I've heard of people having their houses trashed when gate crashers have descended in. I have to say, I completely agree with the mayor. These people are scum. They're just bullying scum, and I really hope the authorities crack down hard on them. You know, to take advantage of someone's birthday like that, it's just sickening. And to cause sort of vandalism and intimidation, and it's utterly sickening. These people are like animals, like wild hyenas. I've heard of these sort of cases happening before. Maybe sometimes people are a little naive and aren't watching exactly what they're putting on Facebook and their security settings. So if there's any lesson from this, it would be that people should be more precautious. But unfortunately, I don't think it'll be the last such incident. These people clearly don't know the girl. They don't give a damn about her birthday. They went there for pure opportunism, an opportunity to just cause mayhem for a laugh. They're bullies and they're cards, and it's just, yeah. It really pisses me off that these sort of people can just take advantage of that sort of situation. To take advantage of a teenage girl's vulnerability, her naivety, in order to cause havoc in a small town. And I really hope, I hope they get custodial sentences, actually, the ringleaders. That might sound hard line, but you know, you cannot allow this sort of anarchy to take reign. And I think it also poses questions about security on Facebook. I've personally never had problems. I've been on Facebook for 5 years. I've hundreds of contacts on there. I've never had problems, but I tend to be quite cautious about my security settings, and I think some people are a bit naive, especially teenagers. I've just huge sympathy for the girl involved. I've huge sympathy for the town, because this must have been quite, you know, a relatively small town of 18,000. The report also says, I'll read a little bit more. The report says that, let's see, some of the people arriving in Haren wore t-shirts emblazoned with Project X Haren, a reference to the film Project X that portrayed an out-of-control party. So clearly these people were orchestrating violence, this wasn't something that kind of happened inadvertently. These people premeditated that violence. That's Samara said an initial analysis showed a core group of rioters were very violent and well prepared and deliberately sought confrontation with hundreds of police who had been dispatched to the town amid fears of trouble. You know, last year during the London riots and the riots in other English cities, a lot of that unrest also spread via Facebook. I'm not going to blame Facebook, actually. I'm going to blame the thugs responsible for this, first and foremost. I think people can be naive on Facebook in terms of their security settings, but it is troubling that so many people can... it says in this report 30,000 people received the invitation and 3,000 turned up. It's quite unsettling that a situation could get out of hand so fast via the internet. And that's actually, I would say that's a thought to ponder on, to reflect on. And that's it basically. I just want to express my my contempt for those people that took advantage of the situation. To exploit a young girl's party, to cause havoc on a small town. I really hope the authorities crack down hard on them. I have zero sympathy. If you go somewhere for the sole reason of starting violence, you've no excuses, and you deserve what you get. Okay, let me know what you think. Have you heard of similar such cases? I've read about similar cases in the UK and other countries. It really sickens me when I hear about people having their houses trashed by gate crashers and then they have to explain it to their parents. And on one hand they've been naive, but I have enormous sympathy for the families in those situations, everyone. Because some mindless thug turned up and decided to do something and then go away like it got this card that they are. Yeah. Okay, so let me know your thoughts on that situation. Cheers.